Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. And we are now live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Geek Battle show here on the Extreme Improv Extreme YouTube channel, as well as the Geek Battle YouTube channel. So whichever platform you're watching on, make sure you smash that subscribe button, give us comments, give us some feedback. We're going to be discussing a lot of things. Apparently, we are 3 or 4 hours away from the new season of Doctor Who. Yes, it's almost time for season 1. Why is it season 1? I have no idea, but it is almost time. Sonic screwdrivers at the ready. Almost time for Doctor Who.
It's not working.
David and Dave, who gives a shit about the new season of Doctor Who?
I do.
I can't tell you how literally I don't care.
Right. Okay, now, anyway, so we're going to discuss a lot of things. Guys, I will be showing it on the screen, but we have had the first view of David Corenswet as Superman, if you've not seen this yet.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I'll bring up the image, but it is interesting. Now, but first of all, we have a show to get on with. Let's meet everyone who's going. I love the scarf, Anthony. Yes, there we go. Keeping it Doctor Who. Now, we're going to meet everyone who's on the show. We're going to be discussing all kinds of stuff, but we're also going to work out who is this week's Geek of the Week. So in this introduction round, we will say who we are, but we'll also give a random geek trivia fact in the quest for a bonus point. So, starting off, Diz, say hello to the people, give us a random geek trivia fact.
Hello, everybody. My name is Diz. I'm here in Tennessee, Georgia, here in the United States. Yeah, Diz. Here in Georgia, in the United States of America. And random geek trivia fact is the original Superman movie with Christopher Reeve almost starred Stockard Channing as Lois Lane. If you don't know who Stockard Channing is, she was supposed to be the next Lucille Ball in the 1970s. She was a real big deal lady comedian. What they used to call a comedian these days, or actor. And I think she would have been an excellent choice, but I'm glad they went with Margot Kidder. She was perfect for the role.
Wasn't Stockard Channing also in Grease?
Yes, she was also in Grease. She played Rizzo.
I'm gonna interject here. Look, I'm gonna give you one very good reason why Stockard Channing should not have been Lois Lane, and it's the simple reason that she looks like Mickey Rourke. Okay.
Well, now.
Well, Jesus, I wasn't sure who you meant, and
Mickey
for a moment
Rourke
I genuinely thought that was Mickey Rourke. That is not Lois Lane.
Okay. Find her from the 1970s. I think you'll have a different opinion.
Do you know what? No. Right. Okay. So thank you very much, there, Diz. Capel Fave, say hello to the people and give us a random geek trivia fact.
Hail from the land of Caiaphas Cain and Warhammer stuff. It's me, Capital Dave. And my geek fact is, in X-Men Origins, we actually see how they imbued the adamantium on Wolverine, and basically they stuck needles in it and liquefied the adamantium and they inserted it in his body. That's not how you can do that, because if you do that, you will also adamantize the joints. And if you adamantize the joint, he can move. But in the old X-Men 2, they did have this weird photographs, and also the procedure was like more of a multi-stage procedure. They didn't do it all at once. And for the joints, they kind of have a different sort of elastified adamantium material to encase with. Because like if you do it in a single surgery, it'd be just like this, he can't move. And also if you damage the bone marrow by, inserting hot metal liquid, he can produce the cells that will heal his body. I know it's more sciencey than for the comic book stuff, but I'm going for the realistic here.
Yes, good. Okay, thank you very much there, Cap. I'm going to give you a bonus point. I was listening to some of that. Also joining us, here we can see we have Andy. But for now, Dave, MC, say hello to the people, give us a random geek trivia fact.
Hello to the people, I am Dave MC here in Paris, France, and my geek fact is, in The Empire Strikes Back, you can actually see Boba Fett's face. The actor who was playing Boba Fett also plays the Imperial officer who pulls Princess Leia away when she says, "Don't look, it's a trap!" And that's Boba Fett.
Okay, now look, I think we may have discussed this before on the show about the original actor that was Boba Fett, right? So we just need to hang on. I'm going to show it to you guys if you guys don't know it, right? Because this is quite incredible. Let's open this image in a new tab, and we're going to have to really zoom in on this one. So I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but in case you're wondering who the original Boba Fett was, it's this guy that clearly is a traffic warden. So, I am aware that it just feels like I'm body shaming lots of people, but it's not my fault. They're hilarious.
That Stockard Channing photo, that would have been infinitely.
He looks like in Deadpool, you know, the regular guy who signed up for X-Force. He looks like that.
The regular guy.
It's Frank Oz. Oh yeah, he does look like Peter. It's Frank Oz.
It is Frank Oz.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that is worth the point. But you're saying he was also another character as well.
Yeah, he was the Imperial officer who dragged Leia away when she was yelling at Luke that it was a trap.
Wow.
That's Jeremy Bulloch.
Okay, good.
Just Boba Fett's face.
Okay, Anthony, say hello to the people. Give us a random geek trivia fact.
Hello, the people. I'm Anthony, and my fact, I think I'll go with something relatively standard, is that Peter Capaldi is clearly a Doctor Who actor who was a character before he was the Doctor, as was Karen Gillan, but so also was Colin Baker. He was in an episode of Doctor Who before he was the Doctor.
Ah, that is a good. Do you remember who he was playing? Was he just like a bit part, or?
It was I think it was a named character, but I forget the name.
It was Commander Maxwell.
That's the one. In a fifth Doctor story that I've forgotten the name of as well.
Arc of Infinity.
There we go.
Okay, look at that, Dave. You're trying to get some extra bonus points there, right? Okay. Now,
I don't wear this scarf for fun.
Yeah, no, I think everyone should wear a scarf, especially because it is like the middle of May. Right, okay. Gerald, say, oh Jesus, Nick's got a scarf as well. Wow.
I was from Doctor Who earlier.
So fun fact about this scarf is actually 20 feet long. I had this thing custom made by one of my best friends, and she made it 20 feet long, or almost 4 meters.
Wow. Can you keep wrapping it around and around?
Yeah, I can.
Go on then, I bet you can't.
Were you going for a mummy costume, but then somehow it turned into a scarf?
No, because
oh my God.
What that
we're going for it.
Tom Baker was just showing 30 feet long. So I only had it made 21 feet long because I love blackjack. And that's my geek fact of the week. I love blackjack.
Okay, Nick, I'm giving you a minus point for that. You can't say I love blackjack as your geek fact of the week. Right, okay.
The scarf that Tom Baker wears in the show is 43 feet. So the one that I wear is 21
Every single time you've said a number, it's been different.
Yeah. You said 30.
I have a 20 feet scarf. His is 30. Mine is 21. His is 43. That's the journey we've got on here. Right. Okay, Gerald, say hello to the people.
Hey, everybody. My geek fact is DreamWorks is turning 30 years old this year. Now, that doesn't mean that they've actually released anything right off that time. DreamWorks has a tag at the end of it, which was SKG, which stood for the founding directors, which was Spielberg, Katzenberg, and Geffen.
Wow, I did not know this. That is definitely worth a point. So, who haven't we come to? Andy. You're really, really muted. Okay, so Andy's currently muted.
David, lip sync for him.
My name's Andy. I'm from New York. Forget about it. Is that close, Andy? I'm walking here. Also, whilst this is happening, if you are listening to the audio version, Dave and Anthony are wrapped up in bandages for absolutely no good reason. And the one I asked to do it, Nick, is still here. Right. Okay. So, is there anyone we've not come to yet? We've done our introduction. So, guys, I think whilst we're trying to get... Oh, Andy, it says you're muted, but if you unmute now... Can I literally unmute you? Shit, can I unmute you? That's insane. I could listen to all kinds of private shit. Right, okay. I still can't hear you. Right, okay. Diz, could you just talk for a minute? And I'm going to mute you, and I'm going to see if I can unmute you. See how privacy.
Absolutely, you're gonna mute me and then unmute me.
Yeah, keep talking.
Okay, I'll keep talking. So.
Okay, so now he's silent.
So okay, so.
Wow, I can unmute people. I have so much power. Right, okay, good. Oh, look, Tim is getting here. We're almost at a full house. Right, we're almost like halfway as long as Nick's scarf is. So, now, Tim, say hello to the people and give us a random geek trivia fact.
Hello to the people. And a random geek trivia fact is that Triton is Triton is a moon of the planet Neptune, I believe. And it is one of the largest satellites of the 40 moons of Neptune. It also has a very interesting orbit in that it is almost a perfect circle. And orbit goes counterclockwise to Neptune's clockwise or rotation, which means it was caught at some point as a stellar wandering body in the gravity of Neptune.
Neptune's beard.
Yeah, great Neptune beard. Something like that.
Okay, good. You definitely get a point for that. I like space stuff. But Andy, can we hear you yet?
I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
No,
I still can't hear him.
Yeah, okay, we can hear you. Right, okay, Andy, say hello to the people and give us a random geek trivia fact.
Hi, people. Basically, I'm gonna say, been watching the series Knuckles. Very interesting series. I actually like it a lot. Knuckles is very cool. I was kind of worried without Jim Carrey and Sonic, even though Sonic's in parts of it. But Knuckles, very good premiere. Definitely should watch it. The series, it's very good and very entertaining.
Andy, Idris Elba will always be better than Ben Schwartz. Okay,
so also, like, I think I speak for everyone here. I don't, but I think I speak for everyone here when I say that Knuckles is the best character in Sonic anyway. Like,
get out!
Disservice on
get
the Sega,
out!
They did him a disservice on the Sega 32X, giving him his only solo game, and it was a rejected Sonic game. That wasn't his fault. Right, now, anyway. So
get out.
Now we're a solid 20 minutes into this. Now we're a solid 20 minutes into this. We have finished our introductions. So, we're going to get on with stuff. We'll play a few,
But Dave, do I get a point? I get no points for that?
Oh, you can have a point, Andy. Sure, if you want. Right, okay, go on then.
I didn't realise begging for points got you points.
Yeah, well, it does with Andy, just because, there's been this long-running thing where Andy's convinced I've got it in for him. Right, so,
but don't you?
The only point he's getting.
The only point. Now, okay, so we're going to go on to some hot takes and stuff, but most importantly, I think we all need to, take it, if you haven't seen it before, take in the first look of the new Superman. Why won't it let me add to stage? There we go. Right, so there we go.
That's awesome.
Superman.
Is that Henry fucking Cavill?
It looks like Henry Cavill.
It looks just like him.
It looks exactly like him. Now,
that
guys.
That's a stage of Henry fucking Cavill.
Look, I don't know how much I can zoom in. I'm going to zoom in for important reason. I'm just going to get some crotch shot going here because the internet has pointed out that looks like red pants to me. He has red pants, guys. The red pants.
Yay!
Finally.
Okay. Now, but look, it is literally Henry Cavill. And hang on, I realise that we haven't done it. It's been mentioned. It was my fault. Henry Cavill.
There he is.
Whatever you let beefcake Henry Cavill.
Yeah, every week without fail, Henry Cavill. Now, but what do we think of this costume, guys? Give some opinions.
Looks
Look at the
warm.
trash
I like
panda.
He looks like a what?
A trash panda.
A trash panda. You saying he looks like Rocket Raccoon?
He does.
No, okay. Here's my observations. If you remember, the very first time they announced Superman Legacy, I'm going to see if I can show you something. Superman Legacy.
Also, why is he wearing 70s stripper boots?
I don't know. But okay, so what is James Gunn's problem is what I'm going to ask here. Just because if you remember the first time we saw anything about Superman Legacy, this was the image they showed, and we all commented, this is the least exciting image of Superman they could ever share. And as it turned out, they did one better, and he sat down putting on his boots whilst there's an explosion behind him.
Holy shit! That's riveting.
I know. I know. We had him taking a shit on a cloud, and now we have him taking a shit whilst taking off his boots.
It looks like a giant, Guardians of the Galaxy laser blast. You know, oh, look at that neon pink.
Have you guys seen The Incredibles?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not recently, but go on.
Oh, hang on 1 second. We're being joined by Ryan. Guys, I hope literally no one else is allowed to join the show tonight, because I think I have a limit of 10 people on this.
I'll head out in 15 or 20, but I love being here.
What I was going to say about The Incredibles is that scene with him is like that scene with Frozone is asking for his super suit. You know what I mean?
I'm the greatest good you're ever going to need.
Hang on, guys. Wait, Nick, settle down a second. Look, we have a new challenger has arrived, so we have to continue our introductions. Ryan, say hello to the people, and if you can, give us a random geek trivia fact.
A neat trivia fact?
Yes, why not? A geek trivia fact.
Geek trivia fact. All right. I'll try to pull something out. Wait, what was the first prompt? Just my
name.
Who are you?
Hello, my name is Ryan. This looks like a a Nambla Brady Bunch committee. Wait, no, this one. Geek fact.
Yes, please.
Phone call. There's always I don't know if there's. I have to think of something. Four. The director.
Ryan, just say anything.
David Lynch might have a 4th season of Twin Peaks coming out.
Oh, that actually. Do you know what? I hope that's not a lie. If that was just Nick, I'm muting you. Right. Okay. He's muted.
Hollywood's calling.
Right. I can't believe this. Oh, hang on. I'm definitely going to unmute him in about 3 seconds.
Wait, there's 3 Hogwarts students in the room.
Hogwarts?
Guys, I'm trying to listen to Nick's phone call. He's off. Right. Okay. So, Ryan, I'm going to come to you now. Have you seen this image? What are your thoughts on it?
He looks like he's out of shape and he's huffing and puffing to get his boots on, even though he's the strongest man in the universe.
Exactly. Literally, and also the logo is terrible.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It is just a line going across. That doesn't look like an S.
He looked like he ordered his costume on Temu.
That's a modified Kingdom Come shield.
Is it? Let's bring this up. It looks terrible.
Because I get that it's got, the symbol of Superman is iconic. What the hell is that?
Well, Dave, it does look like he's shitting on his costume, kind of like you're saying he's sitting down shitting, so I think he's shitting on his costume.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. It is Kingdom Come, but it's also it's not an S.
Here's a trivia fact for you. When John Byrne took over Superman back in after Crisis on Infinite Earths, he was giving an interview and he said when he was a kid and when he started drawing Superman, he didn't see an S. He just saw 2 blobs of yellow, and he didn't realize it was an S for a long time.
Wait, who did this?
John Byrne.
Good old John.
He was Boba Fett.
Oh, okay.
I have a thought on the background behind Superman is like that it definitely fits James Gunn's is like not the lens flare thing, but like look at the bright pink and the bright like ocean
Giant
blue teal.
eyeball.
Yeah,
It's a giant eyeball.
it just looks like every time the people in that universe see neon pink, they're gonna associate it with like a laser blast that's gonna destroy the city. Like
It looks like the Terradrome.
to us, it doesn't look that dangerous, but the people in that universe are like, oh shit, someone just brought out a laser. We're gonna get aced. Like
Somebody brought a laser.
Hey, David. Somewhere
Like Nick said,
I saw.
it does look like the eye from the TMNT Technodrome, though. It looks like
That
that.
was the
eye.
Technodrome, not Terradrome.
maybe it's a
Terradrome
multiverse
is
thing.
David,
in G.I. Joe.
Somewhere I saw an image that had all of the first Superman reveals for all the different Supermen from Christopher Reeve on. If you could pull that up,
Okay,
then
so
we could properly rag on this.
okay, let's properly rag on it. So
I do
what
like the
what am I looking
fabric.
for? Okay, so
What?
I do like the fabric. It looks like it's got cotton, not like a weird, like a canvasy type thing, sort of like the military uniforms.
It's not
they all
spandex.
do nowadays. Like all of them have got like these little like circles in them, these little hexagons. I just want something that's material. Like he's Superman. He doesn't need like special uniforms.
Hey,
Right.
I
David,
think it's because every costume is a bit CGI now. Like that's not good. Like it's not the Christopher Reeve days where you just like have the spandex. Every even if it's like solidly built, they're gonna put CGI stuff on it to make it look shiny and cool.
It's like
I'm taking
Under
off my
Armour.
scarf because it is like 82 degrees in my house. Or in
No.
it's warm.
What's the Hogwarts thing going on?
Do not talk temperature with me. I live in Sri Lanka.
But you're also not wearing a scarf, so it doesn't matter, now does it?
It is true.
Okay, I can't find the first Christopher Reeve one yet, but I remember that this was the first Brandon Routh Superman.
Yeah, I found the same thing.
Okay, what I can tell you about this is, because I remember the reaction at the time, is everyone said about how the logo was so small and that the colours are so muted on the red. It looked
Why
like
is there
when
a logo
Christopher
on
Reeve.
itself?
It looked like when Christopher Reeve was the bad Superman in Superman 3.
Why is there a
It kind of
logo on
looks like
itself?
he's just stepped out of Ocean World and just threw it together. He's wearing a swimsuit.
Well, it does kind of look like that, but
It's like you just got out of divorce court.
What?
Like he's on the steps of a
She
court.
took everything.
Yes,
He
one
does.
took everything.
Except his red underpants.
Smurfs and Speedos.
That's the Speedos.
And, if you look at the chest, the S is very small. It seemed,
But did
I
you
don't
guys
know if you
also-
noticed, but on the Corin Sweat outfit, they've got the cape going into like two little areas here, two little slits, and it's the
Beads.
same as the one from the Superman and Lois TV show. It's kind of the same idea, except he's got gold epaulets on there, I think,
Wait,
which
the
I
cape-
like. I like the Superman and Lois costume. That's a good one.
Is the cape stitched to the shirt, or is it like tied around?
You would have to ask Ma Kent. I don't know.
I think that's a really good question. I've never thought about that. How is Superman's cape attached?
Like is
Magic.
it its own wardrobe, or is it like
It's
built
attached,
into it?
isn't it?
Yeah, it's connected to the costume, but I think
Yeah.
it's like kind of like pinned in like a caplet would be, like with like a separate pin, rather than like tied or anything.
Yeah.
bobby pin? I mean,
Yeah,
with all-
yeah, just like a standard like
Safety pin.
yeah.
I just think if you're going around the Earth like 800 miles an hour to reverse time, it would fall off. If it's
They're Kryptonian.
You can do that at 800 miles an hour.
Sorry to jump away. I've just seen an article just popped up. Anthony, David, you'll get in on this. So Russell T Davies has just revealed that David Tennant will never ever return to Doctor Who.
Why?
He's
Where are
already
you
in the
reading this?
preview.
I mean, he will when they run out of views again.
Yeah, probably. I mean, what they can't do it after one episode in the shooty, you know. I mean, David is. He's like David Tennant is parked and retired, and it's all a shooty show now. Nah.
It's reasonable to set Shooty up for to not be around as a replacement tenant or a placeholder tenant or whatever that people want, but David Tennant's going to come back if the BBC pay him enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. Right, so here was the thing. When Ncuti Gatwa took over as the Doctor, and there was a conversation literally in the episode between Ncuti and David, and it is something where he says, like, well, I'm the older version of you. It's like, no, you're not. You split in half. Like, do you remember that, guys?
Yeah.
When they had this, it was like, well, you know, you need to slow down now because you're the older one and I'm the new one. It's like, no, he continued and he split off from him. You're both the same age.
Timey-wimey.
No, but it's not timey-wimey.
It's not timey-wimey, Diz.
That's the whole point. It's not timey-wimey.
It's not timey-wimey.
But what it very much could be
if you actually listen to the conversation that happened then and later on, what Ncuti was saying what Shooty's character was saying is, you're the older version of me, and I'm a later version of you after you've done therapy, basically. So at some point, Tennant's version is going to die, and he's going to everything he has gained will pass into the Shooty's version, and he was already born with that.
But you see, that there was another line that
was based on anything, is it?
What?
No, it's all bullshit.
No, but you know what? That would actually work. Imagine when David Tennant's Doctor died, the 14th Doctor died, and all of what he is goes into Ncuti somehow. Could do a
storyline version of that. And goes into him that way.
The thing that Russell and Nat was saying is that this bi-generation they came up with was setting up a Doctor Who multiverse where all these versions of the Doctor are running around in time travelling. I'm like, they're already doing that. They've been doing that since the Three Doctors, you moron. What? You're not establishing something brand new. This is something that's been happening since like John Pertwee's time, and they're trying to pace it that. Oh, all these Doctors, they're all going to meet each other. They've already done that, Russell. Shut up.
Well, because here's the thing. It being a time travel show, it means that, well, like, when we first saw Peter Capaldi's Doctor, they were like, all 10 of them or whatever, all 11. No, all 12. Oh. It's like, yes, because it's time travel. So the future ones already exist in the future. Yep. But, yeah. Anyway, guys.
All you see are the eyebrows.
Yeah.
Love eyebrows.
You love his eyebrows?
I love his eyebrows. Very expressive.
Capaldi really got
screwed over. They set that up. As soon as they got into the next episode, though, they were like, oh, he's got such angry eyebrows. And then in the next episode, they're like, oh, he's an old man, and we're always going to treat him like he's an old man and he can't run, right? They just, like, downgraded him from his first episode thereafter. He should have been such an authoritative Doctor, and he wasn't. But anyway, let's move on. Now, we've done with our introductions. Finally. Right. 36 minutes in. No, we've reacted to the Corran sweat, right? But is there anything on any of you guys' minds that you need to react to? What's your hot takes? What have you seen? What trailers? Hit us with stuff. There's a lot of us tonight. So, well, Tim, you had your hand up first.
I finished watching Fallout, and I loved how their 8 episodes felt like 3 different seasons in a way. You know, there's a couple of other shows in the past 3 or 4 years where separate timelines or separate stories have converged at the end, like the first season of The Witcher. And I thought that this one was done very well like that. You know, they made it in that fashion, like Tenet and the first season of The Witcher, that I'd want to watch it over and over again to watch it and reveal more with an understanding of what I watched previously.
I feel like I watched it. It's a cool show. I feel like it really clicks in at like the 3rd or 4th episode like it has to set up all the world and show you the vaults and get you into introduce the Brotherhood and their military barracks and all that. But then the ghoul stuff, and you start getting into the Western, you know.
I would say you got a point there, Ryan, in that they sort of, if you're like the general public and you know nothing about Fallout, it's perfect for fans because they know, oh, it's the Brotherhood of Steel. We know who these guys are. We know what they do. But for new people to come in, they're like, oh, these guys are interesting. They wear suits of armor. They're always after technology.
They're like Iron Man.
Yeah, I like Iron Man, except they're religious nut jobs.
Yeah, there is this weird thing where it's like, why was the guy crying when like the military guy's like, he's like hanging on bated breath like to his elder or whatever.
Yeah. And
the elder was kind of like I don't know, he's like a Mike Pence kind of vibe kind of thing where he's like abusing his power and like getting this young boy to be like, you can also have the power of the elders, and he's like, yes, cry, and he's a virgin, and it's like this whole thing of like, I don't know, it's like weird repressive, but it's like also like there's a lot of crossover with like Jedi Knights, you know, because it's like future knights with it's like the idea of like Knights of the Round Table, and they have armor, but it's like technology armor.
Yeah, so the whole thing with the Brotherhood is that they are, as you say, they're kind of a religious faction basing their whole belief on technology and how they saw the old world but bringing it into the new world, you know?
Yeah, like the concept of original sin, that anyone having access to technology that's a human, they'll abuse it and they won't use it in the right way. So their mission's to sort of like collect all pre-war and advanced technology to prevent humans from using it so that they don't destroy themselves.
They say that while carrying nuclear reactors in their backs.
Well, they're the only ones who can do that. You know, it sort of does mimic some religion where it's like the concept of original sin is like we were born with that. And, you know, the only way to be forgiven and move forward in the afterlife is to have, the preordained organization cleanse us of that original sin. I don't know.
I love the fact that every faction is like, this technology is too powerful for mere mortals to wield, except for us.
Yeah.
That's the Brotherhood of Steel for you.
Well,
it's clobbering people with it.
I'd never experienced Fallout before watching the show. I've not played the games or anything. So going into it from an aspect of someone who is new to specifically Fallout, but I've seen a lot of nerd stuff throughout my life. Going into Fallout and going, okay, so every faction has their own way of approaching the exact same issue, and they're all like, we're going to control our people this way, we're going to control our people this way, and then you've got the people out in the wilderness, just going, we'll kill each other and eat each other just to get what we want.
Well, that was the theme of the show. Is like, it just seems like I've got the solution, but I have to fight with everyone else over how I'm going to solve the problem. Whereas if like people just sort of work together and let the common person do their thing, it actually kind of works out already. You know, there's one like NPC character at the first or second episode where the guy's like, "Oh, I never gone to the city, but I'm doing pretty well here," and it's, it just goes to show working together is kind of easy.
That kind of certainly goes into the flaw of human nature kind of thing, which I also did in the X-Men, where they kind of did like, we will never create a utopia because we will always find a way to ruin it, because we're just humans.
Okay, guys, so I've got something here, and in particular, I'm looking at you here, Capital Dave, when it comes to this, because we have got the first look at Liam Hemsworth's stunt double taking over the role of The Witcher. So, you here.
Witcher!
So, hang on, I can't be bothered to bring up. But, so here we see, so this is the new costume. and look. So hang on one second, I was the one that said it. The Witcher, there we go. Now,
to be honest,
that's Lord of Dragons or whatever.
Oh, hang on, I can't hear you both speaking. Tim?
Are you sure that's not from the Lord of Dragons or Game of Thrones thing, the Dragon Clan? that the Targaryens?
Why does...
I do dig the jacket design though, because like in the games, if you go for the Wolf School armor, they're mostly like jacket armor, not like the leather attachments. I did not like the season 2 armor at all. Season 1 armor felt very cheap, but I was kind of okay with it. Kind of like the Witcher 3, the base game armor. But this jacket look is what I really like from the Witcher 3 games, where the Wolf School armors are usually jacket, but not that just black and bland. They usually have like a red mixed in with lots of other colors. They kind of look a little bit like Dante and stuff like that, which I don't think Netflix is going to go. I think the show is, they pretty much said this is going to be the last season. Afterwards, there's no
Okay, well, I can give more info on that. So, his co-star Freya Allen, who plays Princess Ciri,
Yeah.
Ciri. Okay, right. She's given some quotes here, and it says that apparently they are filming seasons 4 and 5 at the same time, back to back, and the 5th one will be the final one. But she's given some quotes today, and this is where we've spoken about this before. But like actors in shows and movies and stuff like this, they kind of need media training with like from their studios about what's smart to say, what's not smart to say. Because I'm going to tell you first of all the quote, and I'll tell you if you don't, you might not agree with me, but what I think's wrong with it. She says, "I don't want to speak for him," meaning Liam Hemsworth, "but from what I've understood, I feel like he's really wanting to try to bring the heart." Now that's fine, but she continues, "He's been training. I feel sorry for him, honestly, because number one, that fan base can be very attacky, and it's not an ideal situation to be taking up someone else's role. I'm really excited to see what he does, and he's such a lovely guy. I just hope that people give him time of day, you know? Like, you set the tone so low that people... One, you're saying it's someone else's role. It's not anymore. You should be like, oh my God, you should see the things he's doing. Don't say you feel sorry for him. No one's going to care."
Was that one soundbite, or was that like all that was provided? You know, is there additional context?
There's no ellipsis here, so I'm gonna take that is a continuous quote, but obviously I don't have I don't have the full interview here. But you do bring up a good point. But still, if you say it, it will get quoted.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
will say that even in season 1, her interviews were not the best, but they did pair up with the actress Yennefer. She is more experienced, and she handled the press a lot well than she did. In season 1, they basically compared Ciri's character with the Mother of Dragons from Game of Thrones, and they also threw in a lot of book references. And for that, the actress was like, "There's a book? I only thought it was a game."
That's funny. Look, this is my take on it. So if someone asked me, even if they ask, like, "Oh, there's a lot of negative backlash against this or whatever, this change of cast," just be like, "Oh, guys, you should see what we're working on now. It's going to be so exciting. There's going to be some changes that I think audiences are really going to love."
David, if you can, pull up the interview where, like, the Witcher interview that Henry Cavill did when they talked about toxic fans and how he handled that.
I can't show footage if it's footage.
Right, I gotta get going, guys, but good to see you.
I'll be able to send you the link, I think. But I think that's the easiest way to handle, like, fan question when they say, "Oh, is the fandom toxic?" And you go like, "No, there are some very good people in that fandom. You just clear up the fandom.
Well, see,
you want the fandom."
On the point, that like Tim says about, is it like taken out of context, which it always will be. I see a headline here when I've tried to search for it, and it says, "Henry Cavill pleads with toxic fans to stop spreading," and then it gets cut off. So, they'll take it. However, stop spreading what? COVID. Toxic fans, stop spreading COVID. It was you.
Or just stop spreading. That's
Yeah. Stop breeding.
This is the interview, Dave. I'm not really sure if you can show that or not, but this is on YouTube. But this is the interview where they asked Henry Cavill about the fan question.
But this is a common problem now in in all sorts of media with relates to like The Witcher, Doctor Who, even Star Wars right now. And
Snow White.
Snow White. Well, the Acolytes were in. I was going to say about the Acolyte. In terms of that, the fans are. Everyone seems to be attacking the fans as if it's their fault. It's like, you don't like our product, then go away. So we did. You know.
Do you know what? I think I have the quote here. So I can't bring up the thing, obviously. It says Henry Cavill corrects interviewer who tried to bait him about toxic fans. And apparently the quote is, I don't consider it toxic, I consider it passion. Is that the quote?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's nicely handled. Nicely handled.
Yeah.
Because, again, think about it. Like, everyone else on the ask this question, why do you care? Well, that's my hobby. That's why I invested in it. You can't just always get
look,
it's meaningless. Why do you care?
There's something weird going on the internet, because I've got another headline here, which says, Henry Cavill pleads with toxic fans to stop, and then it's got an ellipsis. Why is it getting cut off? I don't have the end of this sentence again.
To stop what?
I don't know.
Stop your car! I'm Henry Cavill.
Okay, he says to stop spreading negativity.
I'm pretty sure he's smart enough to not use toxic fan. I'm pretty sure he's smart enough to use it, because, like, so far, one of the few actors who have built up a good fan base is him, and I don't think he would ruin that.
What probably happened is it was a very similar conversation where they set up the context for toxic fans. He goes, no, they're just passionate. They go, okay, so what would you say to these passionate fans? It's like, well, don't hurt people, but keep going.
Hang on, I think we're about to get a quote from Crypto the Superdog. Ah.
Bow wow.
But the other thing is, like, right now I was with the Snow White thing where there was a interview they did where they paired her up with the actress who was the new Ariel, and the thing is, like, everyone had a problem with the new Ariel movie, but they never had a problem with the actress because, like, she was very lovely during the interviews and stuff like that. She never talked down the original film and stuff. So they paired her up with her, and then Rachel Zegler did a complete turnaround. It was like, I love the original Snow White. It's the best thing ever. Okay, we can spot fake too, okay? Try to be at least a little bit genuine now.
Worst thing you can do is 180.
Yeah, I would say you can handle that a bit better. Maybe you ask for forgiveness. They say, sorry guys, I shouldn't have said those things. That would feel more genuine than you going, oh, I always liked that movie. No, I never said that movie was bad.
Okay, guys, so I'm going to change direction slightly here, because I was looking for something, and it's what I read about was perhaps even more exciting. But there's a new Lord of the Rings film from Peter Jackson and Andy Serkis called The Hunt for Gollum. That sounds exciting, doesn't it? Yeah, it says film due for release in 2026.
I saw something about that. I thought that was like a fake article, though.
You thought it was what?
I thought it was fake, because I'm used to seeing all these bloody, AI images and fake news. I thought, oh, it's a Gollum picture. Scrolling.
No, this is on The Guardian, which, I don't know what people's opinions are on the publication, but it's a legitimate news source.
Sweet.
I'll tell you what I've got here. Due for release in 2026. That's so soon. Unless
I hope
it already got the script.
I hope it's better than the Gollum game. I'll say that much.
I have the Gollum game.
Can you send it back?
I've never played it. I'm not going to lie.
That doesn't answer my question. Can you send it back?
No. Although there are some concepts. Doesn't even sound better on paper. There's a game about Gollum where you scroll around Mordor making funny voices the whole game. How exciting! No! Why am I going to play as Gollum?
Okay, conceptually, I'd buy that. I'm just saying.
It says here, David Zaslav, CEO of Warner Brothers, earlier had a conference call with investors that the film is now in the early stages of script development. That Jackson, along with Fran Walsh and Philippa Boyens, will be involved every step of the way. How can this come out, like, literally the year after next?
Easily. Jackson's not...
End of the year.
He's just producing it, right? Not directing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like the thing. Anything there's profit in is obviously going to get made. Like, I feel like that's the...
But we've seen this pattern before. He was producing, not directing The Hobbit. And then by the time it came out, it was 3 films instead of 2, and based on 1 book. And it came out like years later. So I don't know. Maybe they can turn this around pretty quickly, but I'd be surprised.
I don't mind The Hobbit, by the way. Like I
like The Hobbit.
What's that? I'm still waiting on that Return of the King from Ralph Bakshi. That's never going to bloody happen. You know, when he made Lord of the Rings.
Who?
Do you not? Seriously? You don't know that? The Ralph Bakshi's Lord of the Rings movie, the animated movie.
The Hobbit one was the best one of them.
Ralph. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, the old one. Yeah,
the really old film. It was supposed to be done it was supposed to do 2 movies, and it was all rotoscoped. But they only did the Fellowship of the Ring and the 2 Towers, and they didn't receive enough funding to be able to do the Return of the King.
Is that the one where Aragorn trips on his sword?
That is where Aragorn trips on his sword, and they kept it in. They kept it in. That's what's really funny about it.
Like, you don't need stunts in a cartoon. You don't need a stunt double. It's just drawn.
No, just watch him go.
Amazing.
I've watched that.
Didn't they do an advanced thing where they actually made actors and then do reference drawing, and then they kind of meshed in real life things with animation as well?
Yeah, it was it's rotoscoping, where you film the live action and then you draw the animation on top of it.
Oh.
That was one of the first few times, right? Or was it the first time that they ever did that?
I think it was the first time it was used effectively.
No. That was literally how they did like most of the early Disney films. So this is why you can actually see, like the kid who played Peter Pan looks. Well, I'll bring it up. So, Disney rotoscope. Well, look, it comes up straight away with Cinderella. So let's see if I can show you like the photos of it.
Did she trip over a sword as well?
Yeah, she tripped over Aragorn.
Check this out. Literally,
live action.
They filmed the actors live action and drew over it.
Wait, is that why the priest in Sleeping Beauty has a boner?
No, that's the Little Mermaid, Ryan.
They all have boners. All of them.
Although the actress they used for the Sleeping Beauty and also Little Mermaid, they look very close to the cartoon characters of the voice actors, which is like mind-boggling. But then the Princess and the Frog one, where the voice actress actually looks more like the cartoon.
Okay, so check this one out as well, y'all. So they literally, I don't know where this footage would be. They probably have a full film of Alice in Wonderland.
You just watch the standalone live action?
Nick's waiting.
Nick's waiting. Oh, Nick's. Oh shit! It's Nick. Right. Okay. So, hello, Nick. You're back.
Hello.
Hi. Now, well, look, guys. I can't believe I have to like mention this every single time we mention rotoscoping. I literally made like a whole film that was rotoscoped, and I'm going to take every opportunity to take a chance to show you footage from it. Let's see.
You're watching Postansky's
Yeah, like,
Oh, cool.
that's literally me.
That's
so
cool.
I filmed it, and we did this whole film, and it's set during like the English Civil War and stuff like this. Check it out on YouTube. Look, there's a dead guy.
Oh no! Oh, he's dead! Oh no!
Dead guy?
Yeah. Now, so what were we talking about? Oh yeah. So guys, we've been speaking about Lord of the Rings. We need a quick fire round. So this Lord of the Rings talk has inspired that I'm going to give you some questions. All you have to do to answer is say buzz and give a wave. I know there might be internet lag. Can't do anything about that. Just give it your best.
Can you reduce the volume for Dave so he doesn't outrun us all?
Out buzz everyone.
I'm gonna say sod
mute.
off.
Put him on mute.
Don't you dare!
Mute it.
Okay.
Hold on. Before I say
Wow.
that,
Okay, and once again, these questions come from ChatGPT. So, already the first one. I'm going to ask you this first one because, like, even if this is more of a talking point, it'll be interesting to see what your answers are. So the question ChatGPT has prepared for us here is, which two characters in the Lord of the Rings trilogy share a secret, unspoken love for each other?
Buzz.
Nick.
Buzz.
Sam and what's the Wayne Hobbit. I can't remember his name.
Buzz?
You failed, Nick. You can't not remember the main Hobbit's name. Right, Captain Faith, who are you saying?
By lore, I'm going to say Aragorn and Arwen. That was the one who kept secret until the last film.
I don't think
Buzz?
that's a secret. Okay, Dave, go for it.
Sam and Mary Cotton.
No.
Buzz.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a secret. He fancies her straight away. Okay, Anthony.
Sam and Frodo.
No. Look, well, do you know what? I'd say Sam definitely has a love for Frodo, but it's literally one way.
Oh, Mr. Frodo!
Right, according to this, it's Legolas and Gimli. So what fan fiction, like Horn Dog, came up with this that it's fed into
And Legolas went down on Gimli in the mines of Moria, deep into the crevices of
A twink and his teddy bear.
I'm going to ask. Yeah, you find it, Anthony. You find it.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
Okay, but this one
Look,
definitely
I
has
an
an
answer, but I haven't heard.
And Legolas grabbed Gimli's Balrog.
So, here's an actual question. What is the name of the spider-like creature that resides...
Buzz!
Okay, Nick, you were first. Nick.
Damn it.
It's not
I thought Aragorn was from.
Buzz.
Okay, Captain Faith was next. Cap.
Shelob.
Is the correct answer.
No, it's not.
Okay, so... let's have a look what we've got here. Jesus, I can't even read some of these words. How am I meant to read the question? Right. Which Maya, M-A-I-A, don't know what that word is, right? Which Maya, in the form of a giant fiery Balrog, confronts Gandalf? Anthony.
That is the Darkness of Udun.
Oh, I'm going to give it to you, because it might be a pronunciation thing. It reads as Dorin's Bane, but, you know, it might have...
Yeah, that's for your confirmation, David, it's called a Mayan.
Okay, thank you. Mayan, it hasn't got an N on the end, but this is
well, they're called the Mayans, you know,
anyway,
they're the race from elsewhere.
Okay. Which character is referred to as the White Lady of Rohan?
Buzz.
I mean, all of them, there was no diversity in the casting, but... Right. Okay.
Galadriel.
Sorry, Nick?
Galadriel.
Incorrect answer. Dave?
Eowyn.
Yes, is the correct answer. Okay, good. I'm enjoying that Nick has buzzed in first every time and been off by a mile every time. Right, okay. What was the original name of the creature that became Gollum?
Buzz.
Dave.
Smeagol.
No.
Is the correct answer. Okay, so we'll give you the point there. Okay, let's look here.
Actually, it's Henry.
Henry.
Steve or Bob or something.
His first name is Henry. Henry.
Jeff.
Henry Smeagol. That's correct.
Henry T. Smeagol.
Yep.
Jeff.
This is such a crappy question, but I'll ask it anyway because it doesn't give enough of something. Oh, hang on, Anthony's coming back. Right, hello.
Hello, Bastian.
Don't worry. Now, in the Battle of Pelennor Fields, who was the leader of the army that came to fulfill their oath to Isildur?
Buzz.
Nick.
Oh.
Hang on, Nick, who?
Rohan's army. I can't remember the actual leader's name.
What?
Buzz.
Correct.
Buzz.
Minusing points here. Right. Captain Faith, was that a wave?
No. I don't know.
Okay,
Buzz.
Anthony.
That would be Aemma.
Who is also...
He is the leader of the Eorendil.
Which are...
The Riders of Rohan.
The what?
The Riders of Rohan.
Buzz.
What's unique about
Elves.
them?
Are they
Buzz.
elves?
Don't let me,
Are they-
please. Let me,
I might
please.
give you the point, Anthony. Dave, what have you got for us?
I was gonna say the Army of the Dead.
Okay, that was kind of what I was looking for. But if that's a correct answer as well, Anthony, you can tell me.
It's not.
It's not the one that fills you to Isildur.
Oh, okay, so it was the King of the Dead, who was known as the Lord of the Mountains, but they didn't give a more specific name than that. So I'll give the point there to Dave. Okay.
Yay.
Which character was entrusted with the care of the Shire after the departure of Frodo, Bilbo, Gandalf, and the elves from Middle-earth? Capital Fave.
Sam and Pimpin and the other guy.
It's just Sam is the answer I was looking for, so I'll give you the point. Okay, we'll have like 2 more questions, and then we'll get back to chatting other things. Right, so let's have a look. What is the capital city of Gondor?
Buzz.
Okay, go on.
Minas Tirith.
Shit, how the hell do you know that?
Because I'm a nerd, David! I watch these films religiously every year.
I've seen those so many times. I would have never said that. Right, I wouldn't have known that. Right, okay, but
yeah, I don't
hang on one second.
remember that from the films. I remember that from the game. I don't remember that from the film, though.
Okay, hang on. There's something which I'm trying to prepare for you here. It's just taking too long. Right, 1 second. 1 second. This
Is it Dave's a nerd?
Shut up. Right, okay, hang on. Don't give spoilers. Ready for it? This is for you, Dave. No!
No.
But literally, I couldn't get the moment where Homer's screaming.
Oh, thank you very much.
Okay, good. Now, one final question on this, if I haven't lost them. Let's have a look. Okay, what is the name of the forest home to the Ents?
Buzz.
Go on then.
Fangorn.
Hang on, I need to get the GIF again.
No!
Okay, wow, that is awesome.
Barum.
Now, before we'll come back to another quick fire. Well, no, we're going to do our guessing game soon. But before we do, is there anything, trailers, things that we've seen that we need to react to? Gerald.
Star Wars, Lego, Disney Plus show that's coming on. Darth Jar Jar.
Jar Jar.
Actually,
Darth Jar Jar is now a thing.
okay, didn't they announce years ago that everything Star Wars is now canon?
Everything Disney Star Wars is canon, but it's not.
Everything else is a legend.
I very remember specifically that there was the thing when they did like episode 7 and like C-3PO had got like a red arm. It's like, oh, do you know why I've got a red arm? The only way you could get the official answer in canon was from a Lego Star Wars game.
Oh.
Does anyone else remember this?
No.
Yeah, that was genuinely a thing. And so if you're saying Darth Jar Jar is in Lego Star Wars, I think that's now canon.
Yeah,
I think it should be. Yeah.
they did do a thing a little while ago where they threw out all of the games and all the books and said, none of this is canon, this is all legends, it's not real. And then they brought Thrawn back in anyway, because he's such a gripping character.
Yeah.
I will always say that like their Legends is actually it is canon, because otherwise you wouldn't have had the history between the Jedi and the Mandalorians, which you brought up in the fucking Mandalorian.
All right, look at this. Fans react as Star Wars finally confirms prequel trilogy hero is a Sith Lord. Wow.
Yes.
Okay, let's see if we can get the image up.
I'm all
So yeah,
for
here we have
Jar
it.
Jar.
Go on, Joe. This is amazing.
Shit. This won't load properly. Okay, open image in new tab. That'll do. Right, so small as well.
Delete all the
internet
porn
nowadays. So, there we go.
Hey!
That could be any Gungan.
That is crazy, though. Oh, so actually, have we confirmed it, or is it someone else?
Oh yeah,
It
no,
could just be a Gungan.
well,
It's
it could
confirmed.
be-
In the trailer, they confirm. It's like, Darth Jar Jar?
Oh no.
Yep.
That's crazy. Okay, good. Now, any other thoughts on this? Yeah, go on.
Oh, on the Darth Jar Jar or the Lego thing?
Yeah, whatever you want.
Oh, I was going to say, on the Star Wars front, we had another trailer for The Acolyte come out. And I think it's the quote-unquote Sith at the end. What the fuck were they thinking? Why do all the Sith Lords need... One, why do they need helmets? And two, why does this one look like a Hell's Angel that just walked onto a Star Wars set and they're like, you're a Sith Lord, come here, just come here. You just put this, they've got teeth. It's Venom meets Star Wars. It looks shit.
Like, okay, what I can say though is the reason they all need helmets is because they can sell them.
Yeah.
You can sell helmets. It's a thing.
But it's like for Vader, it was part of his life support, so it's part of the costume, so that will sell. But not all Sith need helmets. They don't all need them.
Boba Fett doesn't need a helmet. He's just
yes, he does. He is mysterious and exotic. He needs it.
With a helmet?
No, look, but he's literally, they're not allowed to remove their helmets. That's part of the character.
That's a characteristic for Mandalorians, not all Mandalorians.
There's one sect of Mandalorians.
Not all Sith have helmets, though.
No.
So, I mean,
Like
the majority
people.
of them do, but not all.
Like cave people, like
the Emperor
tribal.
didn't have one. The Emperor had an old
cloak.
Most of the time when Sith need helmets, if you use Darth Malgus, if you use Darth Nihilus as examples, they needed masks. Malgus needed one because, like Vader, he had scars across his face. Nihilus needed one because he didn't have a physical body. Not all Sith need to have masks and helmets and such, you know. Like Revan also wore a Mandalorian mask, but he wore that as a promise to say, I will never take this off until the war is over. Not all Sith need... I know it's probably an intimidation thing, like saying, oh, it's an intimidating person wearing all black and a helmet. But you don't need to do that with every Sith.
Well, but Darth Maul doesn't have a helmet.
No, he doesn't.
Sashi Ventress doesn't have a helmet.
I think this is the thing though. Like, remember when they did the new Star Wars and Kylo Ren? Like when he first came, everyone was like, "Who? He's a bad. He removes helmet. he's a nepo baby." So maybe.
But I think part of it could go into the Sith backstory stuff with all the evil and whatnot, because like if you look at a lot of them, they do tend to end up with like robotic parts and cybernetic type stuff.
Also, like, could be wearing a helmet just to cover who they actually are, you know, and just be able to be like, hey, have you guys seen the brilliant sketch from Eddie Izzard, the Star Wars Canteen? If not, I highly recommend it.
Oh, is that the one? Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? This isn't about who are you.
Alright, my favorite part about that bit, and it's a little bit self-serving, is that the manager of the Star Wars Canteen, Mr. Stevens, which also happens to be my surname. So I'm like,
you are Mr. Stevens.
You run the cantina.
Or you said by Mrs. Stevens? No.
Are you the man? I'm your manager. You're Mr. Stevens. No, I'm not. Fuck it, I'm going to get Trey.
Right, guys, I just have to respond to the chat here. David, do you see the chat messages during the show? Yes, I do. I just forget to check them periodically. Lego fact. So we have a Lego fact. They have a new set that is an MRI machine to help kids know what an MRI looks like, to help them not be afraid. So cool. Joe, I had an MRI a couple of weeks ago. It was terrifying. Right.
They actually give those sets out at children's hospitals for kids that have to go through MRIs.
Jesus, like if I was a kid in hospital, I'd be like, don't give me this, give me Star Wars. Like, you know, I want a reward. I don't want to have Yeah. No, that would be cool. And I genuinely did have the MRI and I shut my eyes the whole time. I didn't like it.
So I have 2 points that I want to make. What about Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Which is, have you guys never heard the Ballad of Bilbo Baggins?
Yes.
Started by Leonard Nimoy.
Leonard Nimoy.
Which is fucking fantastic.
Bravest little hobbit of them all.
And then the other one is Darth Jar Jar has been on the internet for about a decade.
Yeah, there was
confirmed.
there was actually I came across it on a guy called Star Wars Theory. He made a 10-minute fan fiction of Darth Jar Jar walking, like he was behind everything, and he walks into Palpatine's office and he kills him.
Yeah. What the fuck? Is Star Wars now going to take off fan theories? Because, I've had a bunch of fans think that I've written about Star Wars.
They're scraping the bottom of the barrel if that's the case. I mean, I think because Leslie Headland actually, who's the producer of the Acolyte, she's now been fired from season 2. There's no season 2 of the Acolyte happening. She's been fired from multiple Star Wars and Marvel projects, and I think the Acolyte is not going to do very well. I mean, that's my prediction, as it were. I don't think it's going to do very well.
Who was it that was the woman in Mandalorian that got fired for saying anti-Semitic things?
Gina Carrero.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Carano. Yeah, Gina Carano.
Yeah, Gina Carano.
I actually really like that character, and I'm like...
You can probably find it on, Fox News, their new app. They embraced her anti-woke views quickly.
Well, I mean, it is Fox News. It is America's toilet.
Well, anyway,
that's New Jersey for those of us. New Jersey has only 2 good things: a great Italian restaurant and Kevin Smith's Secret Stash.
Okay. Cap Fabe. Oh, sorry, Nick. Somehow you got muted. Right, Cap. What were you saying?
So 2 things. One thing about the Star Wars Acolyte thing is that I never paid attention to it. Right now you mentioned Acolyte, I was like, okay, what is that? And you said Star Wars. Oh, so it's supposed to be that. The marketing for this, I would say, just by my standards, it has failed because I didn't give a shit. I didn't even know what it was. The second thing that I was about to say, that X-Men 97 is about to finish this coming Wednesday, I think. They released the last episode, part 1, this week. It's going to be the next week. I so far enjoyed X-Men 97 a lot. Dave, you should probably take off the headset. They actually do the one thing that we expect to do because, again, this is for people who watched the show in the 90s. Now they're grown up now, so that you can lean into more heavy stuff. They've done lots of heavy stuff, like the body horror thing in the Gene episode, and also the last episode, we literally get the scene from the comics where Magneto, rips the adamantium skeleton from Wolverine. They're doing the heavy shit, and I'm all for it.
Mm-hmm.
Jean Grey gets an abortion and Wolverine pays for it.
Kinda, Ryan, kinda.
On this note, guys, let's go on to our guessing game, and then we'll begin.
So Gambit died?
Anyway. Okay, we're going to do a guessing game. I'll give you a minute to guess a geeky-related thing of your choosing. You don't choose what, but the category you choose. It can be a film, a character, a movie, a comic book, or whatever like this. I will only be able to answer yes or no. Right, okay? David Stansky stars in Baby Reindeer. I was going to mention it, but...
I saw that, because I watched it, and I thought of you the whole entire time I watched the show.
Actually?
Yeah, because it's this dude that's trying to make it an British comedy, and he's up against the wall, and then he's
wait, you watched that show and you thought of me?
Yeah, because I don't know a lot of British people that are running comedy shows or whatever.
Yeah.
So
let's see. Ricky Gervais,
Edinburgh Festival, and he's running his own show, and he's pulling all the things out of the hat, and nobody's watching. Not to say you're not.
Shit, man. He's trying so hard, and yet no one's watching. Right?
Keep explaining, Ryan. It might eventually be funny.
I was watching this thing, and this guy sucked, and I thought of you the whole time.
He's not. It doesn't show him being funny at all, but then it shows him being successful without showing him. The only reason he was successful is because he broke down and had an emotional moment because he was raped or whatever.
Ryan, this hurts me so much. Okay.
Don't upset the host, Ryan.
What I was going to say on that though, is it's this crazy story, but then they found the actual person who was like the stalker, and they're claiming it's not them. And what I was going to say on that, I was actually going to ask a similar question, right? Because if we do comedy, if we do performing and stuff like this, have you had any weird encounters with people? Because this will sound like I'm confirming Ryan's story here, that this is about me, but I've definitely had weird encounters from doing comedy and improv and acting.
I've had a situation where I used to run an open mic at a gay bar, and I'm open-minded and stuff, but there was a dude who came on, and like before he got off the stage or while he was getting on stage, he gave me a big wet kiss on the face, like on the stage, and it was just so shocking in that moment because it was on stage.
Wow.
So it was like a real like Me Too moment of like this guy totally just got away with doing something on stage, and I was totally not consensual.
Oh wow.
So like weird shit does happen.
I'm not gonna lie, I've had almost the exact same thing happen, but I won't tell this story here. Right, Dave, what are you gonna
I was going to follow up on that a little bit. So you guys know my job was at Disney, and we are told a strict policy of we're not allowed to tell anybody outside what we do, right?
Yeah. Oh.
So what? So one particular. So I did portray Boba Fett, and one day I was Boba Fett, and there was a. I didn't have the mustache, so there's. So I. Oh, so I had these fans come in, and they were interacting with me, and I was talking to them and going, "Oh yeah, I'll catch you later." I was like, "Watch your back, I will be." And they go, "Yeah, I'll message you later." I went, "What?" Okay, that was weird. So I shrug it off and then get on talking to the next person. I go on my lunch break, and then I get a message on my social media going, "Hey, you looked very cute in that outfit." I went, "What the fuck? How did you know?"
Fuzzy to them or something.
Guys, I definitely got Instagram messages from people like that. Hey, how you doing?
Cap, shut up, Chow. I told you that in confidence.
Well, it's because Cap shows off his muscles and everything. That's why.
Yeah.
You gotta keep throwing yourself in those buckets.
You want to see my Discworld?
I'm showing them to get girls.
So hey, I've seen that bucket.
It's having the opposite effect.
But yeah, okay. Let's go on to onto the quiz game. So, Gerald, what would you like to guess? A character, a movie, a TV show, a book? What would you like?
I'll do a movie.
Okay, and your time starts now.
Sci-fi?
Yes.
60s?
No.
70s?
No.
80s?
No.
90s?
No.
2000s?
No.
10s?
Probably. Whoever's typing, stop that. It's loud. Right.
Does it have aliens?
Yeah, in a sense.
Is it part of a series or
a franchise?
The first one was in 2010s?
Maybe a bit before then.
So this one is not the first one.
Correct.
Does it take place in space?
I couldn't tell you. Maybe at times, probably not. But maybe.
Does it have robots?
Yes. That is time. That is time. Oh, we've got to hand it over to Dave. Dave, what is it?
Of course you didn't. Is it Lost in Space?
No.
Is the series still on? Oh, it's a film, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is the franchise still ongoing?
Probably. I'm fairly sure.
Does it have a male protagonist?
Yeah.
Is the protagonist played by a well-known star?
Actually, it depends how you. There's two ways to answer this. One, you could say yes. Another one, maybe no. That doesn't help you, but I'll explain later.
Okay. I think it's robots. God, movies, robots. Are they aliens?
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of. Is it District 9 or that's?
No.
That's a good one.
I don't know. Films.
And that is time. Captain Faith, handing over to you.
Is it in the superhero genre?
No, I wouldn't say so.
Is it sci-fi?
Yeah, it's sci-fi.
Is it sci-fi mixed in with comedy?
Not we've probably got tiny elements of it.
Has the star been in a Marvel film?
No, I don't think so.
Is this a successful franchise?
Yes.
Is it about teens?
In the beginning it was.
Oh, in the beginning it wasn't.
I think so.
Is it the Power Rangers stuff?
No. Not entirely. There was like at least one or two teens, I think.
Teens?
Is it?
Yeah, or did you say teens?
Teens.
Oh, okay.
I still can't tell what you're saying.
Teens.
Young people.
Teenagers.
Teenagers, yeah, that's what I thought you said. Cap, I'll give you another 10 seconds because of that. Keep going.
It's about teenage. Is it TMNT?
No.
Sci-fi. Is it the Terminator franchise?
No, that is time. Anthony, I'm handing it over to you. Go.
Is it Earth-centric?
I think so.
Okay, so the planet it's set on is Earth, and they go to space and stuff.
I couldn't even tell you if they go to space, but they definitely have stuff happen on Earth.
Is it Ender's Game?
No.
Is it set in the far future, or is it relatively close?
Close. I meant to only say yes or no.
Yeah.
But try to. Yeah.
I'll start with far future then. Okay. Relatively close. Is it a Star Trek film?
No.
Earth-centric sci-fi, teenagers, not Ender's Game. Is it Ready Player One?
No.
Arrival?
No.
Does it involve aliens coming to Earth?
I think so. If I'm really wrong about this detail, people can tell me off later. But I think, yeah, technically there is. Technically it is.
Is it Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
No. That is time. Nick, handing over to you.
Is it Aliens?
No, not the film. No.
Are there close combat weapons?
Definitely.
Are there range weapons as well?
Yeah, why not?
Is it a Star Wars film?
No.
Is it Lord of the Rings?
No.
Is it The Hobbit?
You're going fifth. How have you got to that? Based on the answers. It's science fiction. It's set on Earth.
Is it Austin Powers?
No. That is time. Ryan, it's down to you.
Is it on a streaming platform?
Probably. I'm not in the same country as you, though.
I mean, like, is it based? Was it developed on a network TV, or was it developed on a network?
It's not a TV show.
Not a TV show.
It's a movie.
It's a film. Made recently.
Some of it was. Like, some of the franchise was.
Is it Dune?
Mm-mm.
I'm just looking at the shadow dancing. Is it? Oh,
No,
is it
Gerald,
Halo?
why? Why would you do this?
Ryan.
Is
I couldn't
it?
hear you.
I don't
You go.
know. What? Hunger Games?
No.
Is it? Does it have anybody who has a big head in it?
Yes. Yes.
Is John C. Reilly in it?
No. Oh, that is time. That is time. Okay, guys, let me try to spoon feed it to you. Right. Cap, do you have a guess?
Is it Divergent?
No.
That
Nick,
was
do
going
you
to be
have
my
a guess?
guess too.
Fifth Element.
It's not the Fifth Element.
Total Recall.
No. Well, look. We
Anthony,
established it's 2010 centric. Right. Okay, Anthony, did you have a guess?
One of the Planet of the Apes movies.
No.
Ooh,
Right.
good
So
guess.
it's set on Earth. There are things which I said, yeah, technically they are aliens because they don't come from our world. They do have big heads, and they are robots.
Wow.
They are robots.
There's a
X-Men.
lot of robots in this world.
Sentinels.
Is it robots?
The whole thing is about big robots.
Is it Pacific Rim?
Real Steel?
No, it's Transformers, guys. I give up.
Oh.
Oh my god!
So the
Yeah.
franchise is still going?
Trash.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's like 7 or 8 or 9 of them now.
I
Yeah,
watched the,
Transformers, guys.
Oh
I watched the first
my
Michael Bay one and stopped.
Started
Went
in
back to US.
2007. 2007.
Yeah, but this was technically the last night, so that's about the
Oh,
fourth one.
that's
or something.
2017. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. So anyway, guys, I'm going to do one more of these because that took it forever. I'm going to start at the other end. If we do them really quick, Ryan, what would you like to guess? A movie, a TV show, a character, a book, a comic?
Oh, like what would I like to hide behind my cloak?
Yeah.
Um,
David, you get a point for no one guessing Transformers. You're right. Yeah.
You're right, I should get a point.
okay. Yeah, I think I got it.
What? No. Wait.
Wait.
What category
He's
was you
going to
on?
ask you questions.
So tell you what the category is?
Yeah.
Okay. Comedy.
I'm going to give you a movie then, right? Okay. And it is a comedy, a comedy movie. Okay, and your time starts now.
Wait, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought I
Yes.
was coming up with it. That's why I said
No.
Okay. Okay, well then, it's not Pop-Tart movie, is it?
No.
I'm rolling it out, because that was what I was doing. Okay, is it made in the 80s?
No.
Is it made in the 90s?
Yes.
It's a film?
Yes.
Is it When Harry Met Sally?
No.
Does it have Woody Allen at all involved in it?
Not in this. No.
We said 90s, is a stand-up comedian in it?
Technically, yeah.
I don't like these technicallys.
Sorry.
They are.
Well known for it, but they definitely have done it.
Okay. Is it an adult comedy or a child-oriented comedy?
Somewhere in between.
Is it made by a director of current standing?
I don't know, to be honest. Probably not. Nick, we're handing over to you. Begin.
Is Andrew Dice Clay in this movie?
I don't know who that is, so probably not.
Jack and Jill went up a hill.
Welcome to Bag and a Quarter. Jill came down with $2.50.
Oh, Nick, somehow you got muted. Right, now keep going.
Is it a rom-com?
No, not really. A little bit of an element of that, but no.
Is it Joe vs. the Volcano, the greatest movie ever made?
No.
Do you believe that Joe vs. the Volcano is the best movie ever made?
I'm going to be honest. I don't know what that is.
Tom Hanks.
Is it a male lead?
Yes.
Is it Tom Hanks?
No.
Is it Michael J. Fox?
No.
Yeah. Is it Jim Carrey?
Yes, but that is time. Anthony, handing over to you.
Is it animated?
No.
Is it The Mask?
No.
Is it Me, Myself, and I? Irene, sorry.
No.
Yeah. Is it Liar Liar?
No.
Okay, other Jim Carrey comedy movies from... Is it Bruce Almighty?
No, it's not.
Come on, is it The Grinch?
No, it's not.
Is it themed around a holiday?
No.
Okay, is it just Jim Carrey or is there an ensemble cast?
There's.
Is it just Jim Carrey?
It's not just Jim Carrey.
Cool. Is there an ensemble cast? Like,
Not
primarily?
really. There's more than just Jim Carrey, but not really an ensemble.
I think you should skip Cap.
Okay, that is time. That is time. Cap or fave, if you don't get this now. Okay, begin.
Is it Dumb and Dumber?
It's Dumb and Dumber!
It is the best movie ever.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
I haven't seen it.
Oh my god, Dumb and Dumber is amazing.
I've not seen Dumb and Dumber. I've not seen Die Hard, but I have watched Lord of the Rings. I keep my title.
Guys, look, in the
Why have you not seen Die Hard, the greatest Christmas movie of all time? I will fight you if you tell me that Die Hard is not. That is the hill that I'm going to die on. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. God damn it! Anyone who disagrees with me may die in a fire. I will start a fire.
What's going on with Nick tonight? Right, anyway, now.
He's getting pissy.
Guys, I am going to begin to wrap things up here just because I didn't expect us to go this long, and getting through the introductions took 36 minutes, and getting through one round of this took 11. So,
I love the fact that David, Anthony has gone through Lord of the Rings while we did the show. That's how long it took.
I found it.
Oh my god.
I found the secret Gimli Legolas love line.
Oh my god, tell us.
They came at length to Helm's Deep, and there they rested 2 days. Then Legolas repaid his promise to Gimli and went with him to the glittering caves. And when they returned, he was silent and would say only that Gimli alone could find fit words to speak to them. And never before has a dwarf claimed a victory over an elf in a contest of words, said he. Now therefore let us go to Fangorn and set the score right. That is romance, and I will hear nothing else.
I think that puts a whole new meaning to the whole. And you'll have my bow and my axe.
Like I said at the top of the show, I've never heard of tossing a dwarf, but now it has a completely new
Yeah. Nobody tosses a dwarf.
I want to say that now the line should be nobody.
You shall have my top and my bottom.
Yeah.
There are no dwarf women.
Nick has been drinking, so there
Toss
you go.
Toss the dwarf with syrup or jam.
So, guys, it's a little bit of a jaded victory, just because we didn't do a round for everyone. We only did 2 in the end. But Dave, you are this week's Geek of the Week, so well done. So not everyone got enough chances to defeat you.
Because I'm a nerd, Cap. That's why.
Yeah, that's true.
Nerd!
You have been studying your Middle Earth maps. That's all I can say. Right now, with this, we're going to do our instead of our intros, we're going to do our outros round, where we'll tell the audience where we can be found on social media, and we will also give our geeky recommendation for the week for the people. Starting with Gerald, where can the people find you?
At Gerald Geek on Instagram, or here, and sometimes on Extreme Improv. And my recommendation is check out a movie. It's an animated Ralph Bakshi movie from 1977 called Wizards. It has a major 70s vibe to it. It is definitely not for kids. It is animated, though. But yeah, highly recommend to check it out. It's pretty trippy.
Okay, Cap.
You can find me on Sorties, where I sing, I dance, I throw myself in a bucket, and I work with puppets. So catch my short when this reveals, did J.K. Rowling steal Harry Potter or not? Check that show out, and there will be another short about Invincible this Sunday or Monday, whatever time it is. And my recommendation for you guys is X-Men 97. It's been pretty good. I've enjoyed it so.
Okay, Ryan.
I'm trying to unplug from social media, but I do recommend everybody else who's still playing along with that. And Dave's Extreme Improv is always a fun place to be. Keep it X. Lately I've been playing a lot of Fallout 76. because I found it very late because I was real cynical from all the bad reviews. But like since the ocean of like, bug fixes and now it's 2024 versus 2018, it's like a beautiful place to go take a walk. And I'm like very happy. You can give it all the hate you want, but I'm like, I'll take it over a lot of. Oh, you're playing Pal's World? Is that what you're gonna play?
Nick, where can the people find you?
Here, Kentucky Fried Chicken Box randomly. On the internet, on Twitter at NSTEV, NSTEV. As always, my recommendation today is going to be weird. It's going to be David Pistansky's book somewhere up there. Even though I haven't got a copy of it, I would like to. Can I get a copy one time?
A what copy?
A complimentary copy for being on the castle.
I would love to do that, but I will never ever do that. Right, okay, so you can get any of my books on Amazon around the world. Just search for Extreme Improv. Now, Anthony, where can the people find you?
I'm on Instagram under @thescarfcruise. Scarf cruise as in trousers. And my nerdy recommendation, it's less nerdy, but definitely a recommendation, Kung Pao Enter the Fist. It's a movie by Steve Odekirk, where he's mashed everything together and dubbed over himself badly. It's beautifully funny.
And you get to meet one of my favorite villains of all time, Evil Betty.
Betty.
I am Evil Betty.
Fantastic. Dave, where can the people find you?
You can find me here on Geek Battle and doing various shows on Extreme Improv. Check out my YouTube channel, Dave MC Gaming, where I do gaming videos and Let's Plays. We just finished our Outlast Let's Play. Kapothev was in the comment section, so you can look back on the live chat. And a new series starts on Monday, Alien vs Predator, where I play the Marine campaign. And my geek recommendation is this: go outside.
Never.
There's like nature and shit outside.
Ugh. Right, anyway, my name is David Pistansky. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at David Pistansky. Also, check out everything Geek Battle related, including the Geek Battle Gaming YouTube channel, which is at 999 subscribers. So I need one more for that 1,000. So
I'll make it 1,000.
Battle Gaming.
You already got 1,000, Dave.
Have I?
Yeah.
Doesn't
I think
say
a while ago.
No. The Geek Battle channel. Geek Battle. Geek Battle
Should
Gaming.
be 1,000 now.
Right. Oh, wow. That'd be amazing if it's true.
Yep,
oh, my God. I can
now
now say live on the air 1,000 subscribers. Thank you very much.
1,001 subscribers.
Anthony, you're our 1,000 subscriber. You officially now win tonight's show. Sorry, Dave. Okay. My geek recommendation, though, would be in precisely 2 hours and 20 minutes, watch Doctor Who live on iPlayer or wherever you see it in the United States. I don't know. And with that, until next time, stay safe, always stay extremed, live long and prosper. May the force be with you, and ciao. We are off the air.
Fallout.
I won.
Okay.